it takes a lot to stand up for yourself. That's why I genuinely do believe that one voice is loud, but a community of voices is going to change the world.
I knew from a young age that I was different. In high school, I really realized that I was gay, but I knew that it was not okay to come out at all. It wasn't safe. Obviously, being raised in the South, rural conservative area, I fought that journey hard.
I tried to do everything to make my parents happy. I tried to do everything to be a normal kid. I tried so hard to be like the other boys in school. I tried so hard to like girls, but it just was not for me.
Para mí salir del closet fue muy complicado porque primero creo que hubo un proceso de negación muy interno, ¿no? O sea, desde pues, que era niño creo que pues sí, siempre me hacía la idea que iba a tener que tener una familia tradicional, ¿no? Tener una esposa y vivir una vida normal. Pero justo con el tiempo fui entendiendo pues que no tenía nada de malo, ¿no?
I also grew up in a small rural town. It's like not even like 5 minutes away from where he grew up. You know, and I struggled, like he said, like he did too, is to, you know, come to terms with just who I was, you know, as being queer. There's not that many queer people in our area that we know of, or especially queer people in our school. So it caused like a lot of grief, a lot of mental stress.
Con mis papás fue un poco complicado porque crecieron en otro contexto. Yo amo a mi familia, es uno de los pilares fundamentales en mi vida, y cuando supieron esto, mi mamá fue la primera en saber, entonces me idealizó de cierta forma y me dijo como, es que tienes que cambiar esto, ¿no? No lo aceptó en un primer momento.
So where I grew up, there weren't a lot of like very like openly queer people in general, much less like anyone openly trans. It was really rough at first, I will say.
In our current climate, teachers are already feeling a lot of undue pressure, right? And then you add the LGBTQ factor on top of it. It is scary. It's scary to be a teacher. It's scary to be an out teacher, given the legislation that's popping up all over the country. But again, for me, like, I have to show up.
When you find a space where you feel comfortable in, or you discover a place where people are kind of in the same unsure mindset as you, you're like, oh my God, these people are unsure like me. Like, I feel like that's very important.
Seeing a teacher who was, you know, out and like being successful in life meant a lot to me, not just because of, you know, just the representation of that and seeing, you know, that this isn't something that's extremely rare in the South, that it's, you know, that can be something that's normalized.
And to me, community is like, it means support, it means like acceptance, it means like love, happiness, joy.
I think it's so important for young LGBTQ people to have community, just because I think you can have so much support from people like my parents and my older brother, and they can support you, but there's like this, they won't get it unless they're like one of us at the end of the day.
Cuando Enrique me invitó a formar parte de LGBT Rights México, me cambió la vida. Me cambió la vida porque me dio esa familia elegida que al final se volvió mi espacio seguro. Entonces, para mí sí fue un parteaguas. Para mí fue darme la voz que creía estaba escondida de cierta manera, y también empoderarme.
I wasn't until I got in this group I felt comfortable. Being around these girls and meeting these girls just gives you this comfort, you know, comfort that you can be yourself without like any judgment or anyone like talking down on you.
For me, yeah, just because of like my mom, I've always been like a very humorous person. Like these people especially know, and like all my friends know, like laughter is the best medicine, and I really feel like it is.
I believe the power of us and coming together as a community, especially in the spirit of pride, is showing up and support. And I believe kids like Colby that I've met along my journey, we're gonna be okay.
And yes, there's this giant fight in front of us, but when we're able to come together as a community, that's where the change is really gonna come from. That's where the power is. That's where we're gonna change the world.